Hello and welcome to CodeLad. I'm Ali and this is the first tutorial for CSS series. Now, if you have already watched this HTML series in my channel, or if you know HTML, then it's okay to proceed and watch this CSS series. But if you have no clue what HTML is, or if you only know a little bit about it, you should watch my tutorial series of HTML so you can properly understand it, because CSS is nothing without HTML. So in this series, I'm only going to explain CSS. I will not explain HTML. I will just show you what I have written in HTML. Okay, so let's head over to Sublime Text. I have already created two files. One is .html and the other is .css. So the first thing in CSS is to link the CSS file to HTML. Now, if you have watched the HTML series, you may know that there are three kinds of CSS. One is inline, second is internal, and third is external. So we are going to use the external one, which will enable us to write the CSS in this external file, and we will link the file over here. So to link the file, we will use a link tag and then an href. In here, I'm gonna write the name of the file, and then I'm gonna define a relation which is style sheet. Save it, and now it is linked. Now in this video, we're gonna see how to customize text. We can add margin to text, padding, color, font. There are lots of possibilities when it comes to text, and we are going to see all of those possibilities. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a p tag, and I'm going to write something in it. My name is Ali. Save it. Now go over here, refresh it, and this is my name is Ali. Now I forgot to show you something before, but I'm going to show it to you now, that the importance of CSS. So as you can see, this is a page. It is created with CSS, all the styling, color, font, everything. But there is a bar which shows style sheet 1, 2, 3. There are different style sheets attached with this button. As I press this next button, the whole page will just change. You see, the whole page has changed colors, styles, everything, because this is another style sheet. Another styles have been applied to the same HTML. You can see if I press no HTML, the HTML is exactly the same. The only difference is the style sheets. The style sheet 4, 3, 2, 1. You see, from this you can see how important CSS is to HTML. Now we are going to style it. Before we style it, I'm going to just show you the syntax of CSS. The syntax of CSS is that we write the name of the tag, which in this case is p. As you can see, this is the p tag we want to apply style to, p, and then we open and close curly braces like this. This is opening curly brace and this is closing, and in between those we write the CSS property and its value. For example, I want to change the color, so I will write color, and then I will write a colon and a semicolon to end it. And in between this colon and semicolon, I will write the value of the color. For example, let's say I wanted blue. I'll write blue and I will save it, go here, refresh it, and as you can see, it is now blue. So this is the main syntax of CSS. Here you have the name of the property, then a colon, and then the value of the property, and the line ends with a semicolon. Every property has to end with a semicolon. Next, we can apply font size to it. So we can make it a little bigger. So let's say 30 pixels, and go here, refresh, and you can see it is big now. So as you can see, there is a lot of space over here above this line. What is this? That's the margin. Margin is like an empty space around that particular box which we apply. So there is a default margin with text. So that's why this space is showing here. To fix that, we can write margin and then we can write 0. So 0 pixel. So the margin will be 0 pixel. Now go here. You can see the margin has been removed. Now there is no margin. To better explain the margin, and another thing which is important is padding. They both are almost alike, but they have let's just say they are almost alike. So I'm going to show you the main difference between them. So first, before that, I'm going to add a border to this whole line, which will be 1 pixel. It will be a solid border. Now you can also write in place of solid like dashed, and color will be say black. Semicolon. Refresh it. Here's the border. This is a dashed border, as you can see. I call the right dashed. If I have wrote solid, I'm going to change it to solid. It will be a solid border now. See, now the difference between padding and margin. Now here's the margin. If I turn this 0 to a 10, so there will but so, sorry, so there will be a 10 pixel margin. I will refresh it. You can see the margin is 10 pixels from all sides. It is very not noticeable. I'm going to do it 100. Now you can see the space is outside the border, not inside the border, because it's a margin. Margin is applied outside the box, not inside the box. You can see it has been applied to all 4 sides. Now we're now we will apply padding, and same thing. I will apply 100 pixel padding to it, and now as you can see the space is inside the box. Why? Because the padding is always a default apply inside the box. Now you might be wondering that it is applying on all 4 sides, or top, bottom, left, right. Now what if you want to apply it only to one side, 2 sides, or 3 sides, or even if you want to apply different padding to each side? So there is a solution for that. The same goes with margin and padding. If you want to do this on different sides, you can write like padding left, say 50 pixel, and padding top, say 50 pixel. And I'm going to remove this padding, this line. Save it. You can see now there is only left and top padding. But but doing this, it will take you a long time and it will consume more space in this coding. So to fix that, we can just go here and write padding, and then we can write the padding of the top. What do you want on top? Say 100 pixel on top, and then the right side. We want a padding on the right side. Let's say 30 pixel. Then bottom, uh, 0, and on the left is 20 pixel. Sorry, pixel. Now remove this. You can see this is the top. First one is top, right, bottom, left. Okay, so refresh it. Sorry, I didn't save it. Now refresh it. You can see this is top, left, and there's no padding on the bottom. The same thing goes with margin. If you want to do that, we can like do 10 pixel on the top, 30 pixel on the left, sorry, right, bottom say 0 pixel, and 100 on the left. Save it. You can see it is that simple. Now, if that is even long for you, you can also make it shorter. For example, if you want same padding for left and right, and that's another same value for top and bottom, you can also do that. For example, like this. This is top and bottom, and this is left and right. I want to show you. Refresh, and you see 30 pixel is on the left and 30 is on the right, and over here top there is 10 pixel because there is less space than here. There is 10. Top bottom is 10, left right is 30, as we wrote over here. Same goes for padding. Now let's say you want this text in the center of the page, exactly in the center of whatever the box is. However big the box, however small it is, you want it in exact center. Just apply text align center to it, save it, refresh, and it is all automatically in the center. Now you can also apply different styles to it. Font, like font family, we can change it to say Courier, save it, refresh, and see the font has been changed. Now I only remember the spelling of this Courier, so but you can apply vast variety of different font styles. You can also apply font weight to it to make it bold, like say write bold over here, save it, it is now bold. You can add a background color to it, and using hashtag you can write like say 000, which is black. There you go, the background color is black now. So I've covered a lot of things in this video, except this font family, font weight, and font size. All the other things I've shown you in this video can be applied to every other element of HTML, almost every other, like images, anchor tag, divs, and everything else. You can try it, practice it, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. And don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I almost forget to say that.